It is a really difficult issue dealing with equal pay, and we've had this now going on for about 3 or 4 years in local government. Our research to date shows that about 50% now of councils across England, Wales and Northern Ireland have undertaken equal pay reviews, which is good. However, what we're also finding is that there are some big costs attached to this, and we believe that about 1.5 billion will be added to the pay bill long term, which of course are very big costs for councils. At national level, we are trying to help councils deal with this problem, and we've currently got 4 things that are really important. Nationally, we've got government to agree to additional capitalisation, and that's really important because it helps councils pay for back pay over a number of years, so that's a very helpful device. Then there are 3 things at European level that we're trying to change. The first is pay protection, to allow pay protection to actually happen and for that not to be challenged in the courts. The second is actually to reduce the number of years of back pay, and that would be reduced from 6 to 2, and that again would be very helpful because it would reduce costs. And then the third thing is that we'd like a moratorium when equal pay reviews are being done to enable an organisation to actually undertake the review without having to face litigation at the same time. And one of the things that we want to do is to actually really make collective bargaining the linchpin of this. You know, that is our lifeblood. It is the lifeblood of an employers' organisation and the trade unions. And unfortunately, the litigation that we've seen to date is undermining that. All of this started in the North East, and the North East regional employers have been at the forefront of this issue for a number of years.
Well, I think the main lessons for councils in other parts of the country are, first of all, enormous cost, about £100 million to local authorities in the North East. Huge disruption right across authorities, not just within HR departments and legal departments. This is right across local authorities. The impact that will have on services. And what that means is authorities really do have to have a very detailed risk assessment carried out and then develop their own strategies to manage that risk. In the future, I think we need to very carefully assess the implications of the recent Court of Appeal judgments. We need to keep a very careful eye on another case which is running against one of my local authorities, which involves a challenge to the way in which they've implemented job evaluation. And all of this has put enormous pressure on HR professionals like Jim from Cumbria County Council.
I think the key issues for equal pay from an HR perspective are really to make sure it's not an HR issue. It's a far bigger question than just HR and workforce. We've had to make sure that the organisation understands the real implications of single status and equal pay in terms of budget, in terms of service delivery. We've had to make sure that staff are aware and informed and engaged all the time. We've had to make sure all of our systems are up to speed and ready to be able to support the agenda. And we've also had to make sure that we've got good ongoing relationships with the trade unions in all aspects of our work, not just to do with equal pay.
I know that sometimes councils feel very isolated and that they are dealing with equal pay issues totally on their own, but I would like to assure everyone that we're not leaving them on their own. We are working very hard at national level, talking to government and at European level, and with other bodies such as the Equalities and Human Rights Commission to try and help resolve these issues for them. There's a couple of key messages, I think, for councils in terms of equal pay. Firstly, keep talking at local level. Talk to trade unions, talk to employees, keep members involved in what's going on. I think the second thing as well is if they could complete the surveys that will be coming out soon on this, because this helps us work better on their behalf.